Okay, persuasion might be the key. I mean, nobody taught you this in school. It's the greatest. People go, Tai, is your stuff a scam? I'm like, bro, you don't even know what a scam is. You spent 12 to 16 years in school. Most people tax funded. You didn't have one class on persuasion. You may have had a class on Freud and psychology, some historical that did nothing for you. You didn't have one class on persuasion. What's up, Grant Cardone? What's up? I'm in Europe right now. How are you, Grant? Grant's a great persuasive leader in this world. Donald Trump persuaded people. Joe Biden persuaded, although some people say we won't get into those theories right now. We'll talk about that another time. But here's what I want to say. You need a practical way. Okay. Somebody said, Tai, nobody persuades me. I look at reviews. You really think Amazon reviews and Google reviews aren't biased? You don't think there's affiliate marketers that hack those? Are you insane? One of my brothers, I have 6 brothers. One of them does huge amount of Amazon reviews. I don't even want to get in. Don't ever think you're getting unbiased reviews. Whatever you made in the stock market's basically been erased. By the way, Grant, I put this little chart here. I don't know if you can see it, but I put at the top of wealth creation in the world is persuasion. And then underneath that, you have to have a persuasive product, a PMO formula. You got to know marketing, the 3 main types of marketing, which are paid ads, viral ads, and sales. And then you got to know how to organize your company. So this PMO thing. There's not one class. I've taught at Harvard. I'm sure you've taught at these top schools. I've done guest speaking. These kids, people don't spend in. I saw Duke University's $83,000 a year right now, 4 years. You walk out with 250,000. You don't know any of this. So PMO formula. Persuasion creates all wealth. Ask yourself. So let me ask you, how good are you at persuading yourself to stick to your diet? Question for you. How good are you at persuading yourself to stick with a good daily routine? How persuasive are you on setting up an actual structure to create wealth? How many of you know that about 70% of people join the gym, and by the end of the month, the first month of January, they're gone. So wealth comes from persuasion, finding a persuasive product. Let me give you a couple persuasive products. Take anything you have more experience than the average person. A language is a great one. Start doing language classes live online like this. Get one person. There's a student of mine. Get one person paying you every month. I have a student of mine. He's making $20,000 a month teaching language. He teaches Korean. He's got like an accelerated program. He has 6 clients. I think they pay him $2,000 or $3,000 a month. And he promises them they go through like an academy. It's pretty insane how you can create a product. Create a product on how to go live. Create a product. I don't know if you guys can't see this, but I created a tripod where I can hold all 3 cameras to be going live. My video guy did. I told him, that's a persuasive product. Let's sell it. You know, treadmill desks. You ever heard of treadmill desks? People walk on them. Most of them suck because you can't go on an incline with the desk. Invent that. That's persuasive. I'll be your first customer. I got a private client program in my private mentoring. He's made up. I won't say exactly what he's doing, but he's doing supplements over $100 million a year out of nowhere in the last couple of years. But it all starts with knowing your strengths. Now, I'm going to give you something a little more practical here. To be an insane marketer, closer, or to be like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk, did you know that they probably use about 39 triggers on you? I've identified 39 psychological triggers that they use. Let me give you an example. You go to buy a car and they tell you, hey, it's the end of the month. If you buy a car by this August 31st, I get a bonus. Would you mind? I'm working on buying a new car. Somebody told me that. I was thinking, this guy doesn't know that I know the triggers. You know, he was using 2 triggers at once. One trigger is likability. He was making me like him, feeling bad for him. Sympathy. You know that sympathy is a cognitive trigger to make you more persuasive? Did you know social proof is one? Authority is one. Does anyone know more of the 39 triggers? I've been teaching these for over 10 years. I'd like to take some of you. I've got two ways that I help people become more persuasive. One, I do live calls, and I'm going to take questions here in a second. One, I've got a 5-day challenge. I would like some of you to try this 5-day challenge. It's $1. It's $1 to sign up. You get 3 days of it free. After that, it's super cheap. It's like $10 or something a month. Okay. So I'm going to put a little link up. If you want to learn, and I don't want to explain it more, but I'm just going to put it here because I know some of you come and go. Now, after you go through the 5-day challenge, I started this in 2017. My top sales guy is making that. I've created a black belt persuasion program in 2017. Some of you probably got into it. And you have to apply for this. You can't just buy it online. He made, I think, $700,000 last year, just as a sales closer. My top students right now, I have a student that's he's almost made 20 million net this year in ecom. That's just one student. I have lots of students. I mean, I've had over 100 million people go through my free stuff and 550,000 paid people. So I'm going to put this, if you want to, just go to tailopez.com /live 39, since this is a live call. Live 39. I want to challenge somebody to go through the 5-day challenge to become persuasive. You know how you can actually use this? You know how lonely people are in the modern world? If you're lonely, nobody ever taught you to be persuasive, man. Really. Men don't know how to talk to women, and women don't know how to talk to men. Men don't know how to network in business, and women don't know how to network. How are you going to make any money if you don't know how to network and meet the right people? How to win friends and influence people? One level of persuasion. How are you going to be successful in life if you can't persuade yourself to get out of bed? If you can't overcome your own anxiety? If you can't stick with a daily routine? How? Nothing. You can do all the classes and all the books you want. I got my bookshelf behind me. This place is full of my books. They don't work if you can't persuade yourself that you're worth betting on. You know, and a lot of people have imposter syndrome. That means who here feels like one part of you says you should have more money in your life. Another part of you says, I'm not worthy of it. I'm not good enough yet. That's an actual logical feeling because you didn't actually learn. Nobody taught you. I'll put this link. Let me type it in on all the platforms. I'm live in 5 platforms. It's just tailopez.com /live39. It's a $1 free trial, 5-day challenge. Hitler was persuasive. A lot of, Kim Jong-un has been persuasive. He used power as persuasion. Some women use sex as persuasion. So do men. People use all kinds of devious. I'm talking about using this for good. Make a product the world needs, but someone says, is drop shipping actually lucrative? Not if you're not persuasive. You could build a drop ship site and never make a penny. You know how many people? First off, I think I had the first online ecom program of anybody. I mean, I've had 100,000 people pay me to teach them ecom. What I've found is some people make money, some people don't. The people who make money are the ones that learned how to be persuasive. I saw an ad the other day. There's an ad running on Twitter. It's called Muscle something. I see it when I scroll through. Now it's called X by Elon Musk. I was scrolling through. This ad comes up every 10 swipes on Twitter feed, but it's actually pretty good. It's like a diagram of like a dude who's all ripped. It's a cartoon. And you click it and it takes you to some product. I clicked just to check. Guess what? It's a damn persuasive thing. If they're running that ad that much, I bet you they're making $1 million a month. That's my guess. At the scale of the world and X right now, Twitter, they're probably doing at least $1 million. They might be doing $5 million a month. In supplements, I have students of mine making $8 million a month in supplements. Supplements a big ass market. So yeah, drop shipping can fail you, but if you're persuasive, it can work. Better than drop shipping is your own product. But anyway, I'm surprised there's only 700 people on Instagram Live. Dude, I get shadow banned all the time. I get shadow banned on all the platforms. It's bullshit. Sometimes I can see when the algorithm throttles me and doesn't like lets me fully go. I've got like 2.3 million people on YouTube, and all my I talk to my followers. I'm like, "Do you see my video I just released?" They're like, "No, it doesn't show my feed." Big media is that's why I like Twitter. Like Elon Musk, thank God he bought a platform. These are the persuasive psychological triggers that Elon Musk uses, that Andrew Tate uses, that Donald Trump uses, that Kanye West used, that the Kardashians used, that every single person that you see making money, every single person you say money is actually a master of persuasion. We always think, oh, you see this person going viral. They're going viral because they master persuasion. And a lot of them just memorize these triggers. If people aren't willing to invest that on themselves, nobody can help you. You have to persuade yourself that you're okay with investing a little bit of money in yourself. People are like, Tai, why do you like books? It's not just that I like books. I like the thought that I'm okay with not just spending my money on sushi, dates, clothing. I mean, have you ever think about clothing for a second. You Louis Vuitton handbag. Louis Vuitton, the second richest man in the world, is the founder of Louis Vuitton. He convinced women that if you have this purse, a Louis Vuitton purse, that now you're a higher status person. He charges about $3,000 for that purse. Now I'm in manufacturing because I have ecom. It costs him under $300 to manufacture that. I think it's like 280 bucks. So he has a purse, costs him $280. He just calls it Louis Vuitton and he sells it for 3,000. That's persuasion, my friend. That's persuasion.